The best thing that can come out of a new Switch is that we might get a new Smash Bros. And that's a net positive in my eyes. It really is. I definitely have some concerns. You know what? Before we get into the stream, let's watch the reveal real quick. Because there are some things that I would like to point out. This is like a very short review, so this ain't nothing even that much to really chew on here, if I'm being honest. But I think it's worth looking at. I can't say that I hate this design, even though it's just a tablet with controllers on the side, for real. So I'm already missing shit, but we're gonna really just so new charging port, it looks like a charging port on the top from what it looks like, which is pretty nice. There's some, I don't know, I guess it is a little awkward to charge from the bottom, but I don't know, I don't think that's like that crazy of a change. This shit, giving it an actual kickstand is kind of like, first off, this looks like pretty flimsy, and granted the one for the regular Switch is flimsy, but I don't know, I mean, like, I don't know anybody that plays a Switch like this, unless you're just like, there's like not that many times in my life where I've been out in a group setting. There's been times where I've took my Switch to try and use it like this, and it just don't work out, because unless you're playing, it literally has to be you and one other person. If there's any more than two people trying to look at this tiny ass screen, like, what are we actually doing here? So I guess there's that. It goes pretty far back. That's cool, I guess. Now these controllers, I'll let them get into their shit. This part right here, where they are making an emphasis to show all this shit on the side. So now, damn, I don't have my Switch with me to actually show, but with the regular Switch, these buttons on this row right here are baked into the controller, which made them a little awkward to press. I also feel like it probably made it a little awkward to like fit everything in such a small controller, because you got to keep in mind, like, at the bottom down there by the capture button, there's that infrared like thing that the Wii had, I guess, and then you have the regular buttons. The thing about this part that really interests me, and I think it's coming up in a couple seconds where they show it right here, I want to say, with the actual like sticks, I think they show it like specifically, there we go, like this shit moving around. Now I'm hoping that they did that as a response to like, hey, we know the regular Switch has terrible stick drift and that you will always have to replace your Joy-Cons, but we're working on it. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that these are just better sticks in general, because yeah, the first Switch's Joy-Cons were just a disaster. I was so mad one of mine got stick drift because I didn't even use it like that, but it literally, and again, I know I'm crazy for this, but I was playing Smash with my Joy-Cons, but I was playing with it with the full controller mode and it worked for me. But when the one got stick drift, it literally ruined my Smash experience, because I main Ness and Greninja, and Greninja's up tilt is like such a good part of a lot of his combos, and I just could never do it again after I had stick drift, and it was the worst. So yeah, stick drift on these cheap ass controllers sucks sometimes. It absolutely does. But let's continue. So this part right here, I'm pretty sure they're showing that you are going to be able to use it as a mouse, which is like something that a lot of people have said is one of the functionalities of these controllers is being able to use it as a mouse. So yeah, it's interesting. These right here stress me out, and they probably shouldn't, but they do. This looks like it is the most easily breakable thing on the planet. What's up, Scuff? I'm over here getting mad at Nintendo. These little bits on the side look so cheap to me, and I feel like I get that from what everybody's saying, it's going to be held in place magnetically, but even that, I'm breaking that day one. I swear, it's like, it feels like this is just like, unless this is made out of some like very like sturdy material, this shit right here worries me because it does not look just the sturdiest. It looks flimsy. I like this more than what the regular Switch has right now, where you have to slide the controllers into place, because when they first came out, that led to so many like people fucking up their controllers. I never did that. I never like put my shit on the wrong side, but like I guess some people did, and it's a valid, complaint. So hopefully this will stop that from happening. The iconic snap noise, because they have to keep that. It's part of the Switch's branding, is that click. So I just want to go back real quick. Interesting to me that the Switch 1 inspired the Steam Deck, and now the Switch 2 is taking back their look. I like the subtlety in the colors for this a lot. I like that the Joy-Cons look like, the screen looks bigger and like more of a priority, and the Joy-Cons themselves look like they're just made of a better material, or just a more they're probably made of the same material, to be honest, but they just look better quality than the regular Joy-Cons, in my opinion. So wait, before we get into this, hold on. Let me pause this real quick. What's up, Kai? So we got new Mario Kart coming, which is interesting. I think everybody like obviously knew this shit was gonna come, but yeah, new Mario Kart. Looks like some redesigns. The dock here looks rounder, I guess. Rounded edges. The Nintendo Switch 2 is just such an awkward name for me. I really feel like they should have named it the Switch NX, because that could have been a cool tie-in to the code name. And like my homie, when I was talking to him about it today, was like, oh, like when is anything ever named the code name? And it's like, that's true, but it will be cool and better than just the Switch 2. I guess it makes sense because like Nintendo is for like middle of America and like very like Nintendo just knows their audience, and not even, let me not say middle America. That's whatever. I'm middle America, but Nintendo just knows their audience, and I feel like they know, like, we have to make this shit as simple and easy to understand as people can get. There was the PS2, you know, no problems with that. So whatever, Nintendo Switch 2, it's cool. They can name it whatever they want. Honestly, wondering how you can top Mario Kart 8, like that's a perfect kart game. Yeah, it got better. It was worse for a while, but 8 definitely made it better. Switch 2 is the safest option. I think the Wii U is more of a marketing thing than a naming thing. They probably want us to stay far away from any problems. Yeah, that's very fair, because they have definitely been down that road where it's like, you know, which one's the new one? Switch 2 makes it very plain and simple. Hey, this is the second one right here. So I'm not mad at the name. If they were fucking, if they had balls, they would name it something different. Like, not different, but they would name it something just not with a number in it. But whatever. Did you see him? Do you see the boy that is causing so much controversy online? Hold on, can I zoom in on it? Can I zoom in on him? Look at him. Look at this specimen right here. This absolute beast of a man. Donkey Kong. I have seen so many people talking about this nigga today. Playing Sky on it would probably be lit. Yeah, Sky will probably run great on that. Hit 60 frames finally. That's what I'm excited to see. Nintendo do some shit with 60 frames per second, because it's about damn time. But no, Donkey Kong, the redesign. I've seen a lot of people say they don't like this. I personally am a fan. Granted, I'm saying that from seeing him far away. Up close, I don't know how much feels about the sunken in eyes, but he looks like a good little goofy boy, and that's what we like around here. Alright, back to it. $2025. So it's backwards compatible. This was a pretty big deal because a lot of people were worried about what the deal with that would be. But it's interesting seeing these two like next to each other. So the Switch 2 is noticeably bigger, which is cool, because I always thought one of my biggest issues with the Switch 1, that you can very clearly see, this black border around the screen is taking up way too much real estate. I like that, at least for the vertical like direction, they're taking more advantage of like the space here. Wouldn't even recognize they redesigned him until all the talk. I miss the color Joy-Cons. Switch 1 looks so much fun. Yeah, Switch 1 looks like candy. Like, I want to put this in my mouth. This actually looks like, okay, we're trying to make like something that is maybe halfway decent. And big hands. Big hands. But yeah, no. Another thing too that I'm noticing is that like this is what I was kind of talking about with like just like this feeling cheap and this looking more like it's made out of like sterner stuff. Something I did never really love about the regular Switch was that like this little gap in between the screen and the controller, it just always made shit feel so cheap to me. It just made it feel kind of like okay, you know, like I don't know. It's me nitpicking for sure, but I just always thought it was a little weird that they're like this never like why not just make it connect? It's like an interest, I don't know, weird design choice. I guess it has something to do with like, but even if you have this like the bottom is perfectly rounded out, so why make this little divot right here? Never understood that. And then the direct is coming in April. So if I remember correctly, I'm curious, when did the Switch, original Switch, come out? The very first Switch was revealed in October of 2016. Okay. And then when did it actually come out? Switch release date. Okay, so October, November, December, January, February, March. So about 6-ish months. Yeah, about 6 months between the reveal and the drop. So that means a lot of people are expecting Switch 2 is coming possibly July-ish, June, July area. Probably make the deciding easier. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it would make sense for them to drop like Q2 area, because to me, I don't know, the way I see it, like, if I'm just looking at the way Nintendo drops shit, it would make sense for them to reveal this today and then wait until any other time to drop this, because if it's not going to be ready by spring. It's not going to be ready by spring, so I think it's very deliberate that they're having the reveal in April. By then, by time the reveal comes out, it'll probably be done and ready to ship, and they'll probably just be like working out kinks and stuff like that. But yeah, no. There was another thing too that I want to show. Switch to price. So I don't know if this image was official, by the way. So I don't want to sit here and act like this. Oh wait, they have the specs already. Console specs. Hold on. It's got an NVIDIA Tegra. Curious to see what that is. Low key. Oh wow. Okay. Well, hold on. How powerful is it? 12 gigs of memory? What? No fucking way. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know what a ton of these are, but it looks like it'll be roughly as powerful as like a PlayStation 4 Pro, from what I've read and understood. I'm trying to find this picture that I saw earlier today. Yeah, a lot of people are saying 400. There was a specific image that I saw. I guess it wasn't official, unless maybe it's on their official site, possibly. Okay, maybe it wasn't official, but a lot of people are saying it'll be around 400, which I can definitely see. But yeah, exciting stuff. We're getting a new Switch, which is crazy to think about.